The midday sun scorched the savannah. From the dry shrubs, a frail lion cub, no more than 4 months old, stumbled out. Dust clung to his thin body, and each shaky step showed his weakness. Ahead of him stood a giraffe, towering against the sky, pulling leaves from the highest branches of an acacia. The cub staggered closer, then suddenly rose onto his hind legs. He pressed his tiny front paws together at his chest and bowed his head. His eyes, wide and wet, shone with a plea that words could never capture. The giraffe jerked her neck back, startled by the strange sight. Her hooves shuffled against the dry earth. Yet she did not flee. Something in that trembling gesture froze her where she stood. The cub let out a frail, high-pitched cry, turned and stumbled a few steps away. Then he looked back. His gaze begged her to follow. Another cry escaped him, sharp with urgency. Slowly, cautiously, the giraffe began to move. Each step was deliberate, ears twitching, long. If sensing danger ahead, they reached a shallow mud pit. Half submerged lay a young elephant, one leg pinned by a heavy branch. Mud covered its body, eyes shut, each breath weak and ragged. The lion cub hurried to the edge and pressed his head against the elephant calf's cheek, nudging it gently as if to comfort. He turned back toward the giraffe and whimpered again, his body trembling, his meaning unmistakable. "Please help him." The giraffe's chest rumbled with a deep call that rolled across the plains. She circled the pit, stamping her hooves. Dust rose around her legs, and vultures, circling above, scattered from her warning. Her tall frame stood like a living wall, protecting the helpless. The sound reached a ranger outpost. Soon 2 rangers and a vet arrived, stunned to see a cub crying at the rim, a giraffe standing guard, and an elephant calf sinking in exhaustion. They rushed into action. Ropes were tied, planks dragged into place, the branch levered with straining arms. The veterinarian knelt at the edge, pouring cool water over the calf's mouth, whispering encouragement. "Again, pull!" a ranger shouted. The ropes tightened, muscles burned, the branch cracked and shifted. With one last heave, the elephant calf was dragged free. It collapsed onto firm ground, its small body trembling, but life still flickered within it. The cub pressed close at once, licking mud from the calf's face, mewing softly as though promising safety. The giraffe lowered her head and gave one more low rumble, gentler now, filled with relief. A rescue truck rumbled over the ridge. The rangers lifted the elephant calf onto straw inside. The lion cub leapt in at once, refusing to be left behind. The giraffe followed for a while, her tall shadow drifting in the dust before halting. She stood still, head high, watching as her companions vanished on the horizon. At the wildlife station, the calf was treated with care. Mud was washed away, wounds cleaned, the injured leg bound. The lion cub lay curled beside the straw bed, eyes never leaving his friend. He rose when the calf stirred, whimpered when it groaned, and slept only when exhaustion overcame him. Days passed, and the calf grew stronger, its trumpet echoing once more across the yard. Through it all, the lion cub stayed close, the little guardian who had begged for help and now refused to leave. At last, the day of release came. Under a sky painted with gold, the gates of the reserve opened. The elephant calf stepped onto the open grass, cautious at first, then bolder. The lion cub bounded beside him, tail flicking, eyes alike. On a distant ridge, the giraffe appeared again, head high against the horizon. Below, the elephant calf and the cub played together, their unlikely bond intact. In a vast and unforgiving world, even the smallest act of compassion can create bonds stronger than fear, proving that kindness knows no boundaries.